Canada's largest city is waking up waterlogged this morning. Parts of Toronto received heavy rain Tuesday night, resulting in severe flooding and chaos in the city's downtown core. CTV's Erin Paul is following the story. She starts us off this morning. Erin, what are Torontonians waking up to?
A lot of water. I didn't get the memo. I don't know if you did either. But yeah, Toronto's certainly reeling after heavy downpours wreaked havoc on various parts of the city Tuesday night. Environment Canada says close to 100 millimeters of rain fell in 1 hour in some parts of the city. So that was submerging cars, flooding basements, certainly keeping emergency crews busy. Emergency services reporting experiencing a 98% increase in the number of calls they received last night. Now, one of the most dramatic that everybody is talking about today, 2 men were trapped in a basement elevator. This is in the city's north end. Police rescued them with just a foot of airspace left for them to breathe. Officers actually had to swim down to the basement to get them out. That's where they found a crowbar and they pried the elevator doors open to free them. The men actually kept their heads above water, get this, by standing on the handrails inside the car. Luckily, neither man needed any treatment in hospital. Now, the hardest hit areas include highways 400 and 401, the Toronto Islands area, the downtown core, on Wilson Avenue near Keele Street. Occupants of 3 vehicles escaped as their cars quickly became submerged. Have a listen to what one driver had to say about his experience.
I tried to get through it. There was road for me to get through it, and then about halfway I got stuck, and that was it. And water was starting to come in slowly, and I made my way out.
Similar scene near Lower Simcoe Street and Lakeshore Boulevard. Have a look at that water. 4 cars were stuck, people inside, rescue workers having to free them as well. Now, fans coming from the Blue Jays game at the Rogers Centre and a concert at Scotiabank had to roll up their sleeves in order to navigate. Look at that flooded area. Toronto Hydro is saying about 16,000 people were without power after Hydro 1 suffered a loss of supply. Most of those, however, were restored just after about midnight, Marcia, and no injuries, luckily, reported.
I keep thinking about those 2 people trapped
in the elevator,
and I get goosebumps. Now, what about homes? What are we hearing about how much damage there has been?
Starting to hear about, flooded basements, absolutely. Some Torontonians waking up to damage. Have a look at this one basement we're going to show you now. This plumber, he's a plumber, luckily, and he had some tips for how people might stay safe as they assess their situation.
We've experienced about a meter and a half of water flooding in the basement. Don't go in it. Electrical shock is the main issue here. So you mix electricity and water, it's never a good thing.
And the Toronto Transit Commission says subway service will be disrupted today. There's flooding, definitely, in some of those stations. Shuttle buses are running. Marcia.
Okay, Erin, thanks for that.
Welcome.